Hi, I'm Michael Brisbane, Director of Instruction and PGA Professional at Azalea City Golf Course in Mobile, Alabama. This video today is to teach you and talk about how to break 90. It's a great barrier in golf when we can break 90, okay? Start breaking 90 on a consistent basis, you're much better than the average player. The average player shoots in the middle 90s. So it kind of means, you're becoming a golfer. Biggest problem I see with my students though is when they try and break 90, they're still trying to play and do things that aren't really necessary. They put themselves at risk at making big numbers. Again, you've got to remember the goal here. The goal is to break 90. The goal is not to go into, when you finish, grab a Coke or a beer or whatever and talk to your buddies about the great tee shot that you hit on number 16 that you ripped up around the corner. But you're not going to talk about the other 12 tee shots that you tried to hit real hard that ended up in the woods and made you make doubles and triples. So we've got to play a conservative game off the tee. We've got to take care of our golf ball. The fairway is the place that we want to live. So I'm on the 16th hole here at Azalea City. If you've watched my video about how to break 100, it's the same hole. I'm now just playing it a different way. It's 369 yards. Uphill on the tee shot. Sharp dog leg to the right, bunker inside that dog leg. Then the green is basically right through those pine trees over there to my left. I've got a little 19-degree hybrid here, which would be about a 4-iron. I'm going to try and hit a shot here that might get 200 yards off the tee. I'm not trying to bang it way up there around the corner. Try and hit this ball too hard, hit a little bit of a hook, I'm over in the trees and I've got no shot. I try and hit it too hard, leave the face open, I'm over there to the right, way over here in the trees, giving myself a chance at making a high score. I'm going to play very conservative off the tee. I'm going to get myself into a position after my second shot where I have the ability to score, and we're going to try and play the game. So here we go, little hybrid. Nice, soft, controlled swing. Try and have good balance, great rhythm. Just move it up the fairway. Okay. You could see that ball, I hit a little bit of a hook, okay? But because I took such a conservative golf club, I'm not in any trouble here. I'm short of the bunker. I couldn't reach the bunker. I haven't hit it hard enough that it went into the trees. I'm still playing the hole. I still have a chance to make a par, bogey at the worst. Okay, let's go find my golf ball, see what I can do. All right, I found my tee shot. I'm in no problems here. No worries at all. Got a decent lie in the rough. Again, you can see I'm short of the fairway bunker. I had no chance of knocking that ball in the fairway bunker with my club choice off the tee. I've missed the fairway. I didn't even hit a good shot back there, but I'm still playing the hole. I've got a chance to make a par here. Now, let's look at what's faced in front of me. Got trees directly here on my left. The green is actually, if I could hit it just basically through that big pine tree, that's the direction the green is going. The big mistake that high handicappers, people trying to break 90 make, they take too many risks. They're going to take some club right here, try and just barely skirt it past the right edge of those trees, maybe try and hit a draw, knock something down there on the green. I'm not even going to come close to that. I'm going to aim. You can see the tallest pine tree as I come left here on the top of the tree line across the green. Just to the left of that is an oak tree, and just to the left of the oak tree is a greenside bunker that's kind of short and right of the green. I'm going to take my golf ball. I'm going to play it right at that oak tree, and I'm going to just leave something short of that fairway bunker. I've got myself into trouble over here a little bit, didn't hit the greatest shot. I would have much preferred to have been out there in the fairway. where I would have had a straight shot at the green, but that's not the case. And this is going to be not the case for you as well. We don't hit all shots perfect. But I'm going to play this shot to the best of my capabilities to give myself a chance to score as low as I can possibly score. Remember, folks, the goal. The goal is to break 90. The goal isn't to hit hero shots. Your buddies may make a joke at you, hey, why don't you hit driver off the tee? Why didn't you do this right there? Why didn't you try that? But when you get finished the round of golf and they say to you, hey, what'd you shoot today, Bob? Mary, what'd you shoot today? Well, I shot a little 86 today. What'd you do there, Fred? Well, I shot 95. You're going to beat them every single time. So here we go. Little 8-iron here, hitting it very soft, very easy, not trying to kill this ball at all. I'm just going to hit it towards that oak tree, making sure I leave it in the fairway. Perfect. And look at the speed of that swing that I just made. I mean, that's 40% effort level right there. I can hit my 8-iron 160 yards. I just hit that thing about 130. So I'm showing you here that we don't have to kill the golf ball. We don't have to hit it far. We've got to play smart. Okay, let's go find that ball and let me go see if I can make it. Okay, here I am, lying 2 on one of our harder par 4s on the backside. And I'm in great shape. I'm in the fairway. Here's an actual marker right here in front of me. And I am about 70 yards short of the green. I hit a tee shot on this hole that was much less than desirable, but because I chose the right club and the right approach, I was not in trouble. I took a very conservative second shot to put myself over here to give myself a chance to score. If you want to become a consistent person, a person who consistently breaks 90, you have got to be good with the wedges and the putter. It's about your short game. Don't get yourself into trouble back there. Learn how to chip and putt. Remember our goal, as I keep saying, our goal is to break 90. Our goal isn't to show everybody how far we can hit it. So I've stuck a little orange cone up there on the green, which is sitting right on the hole. I want you to apologize for all the debris out here. We had an unbelievable thunderstorm and rainstorm yesterday evening, which has blown debris all over the golf course. The maintenance crew isn't over here yet. They're out cleaning up the golf course. They're working real hard. And we also aerated our greens 2 days ago. So I know the superintendent isn't going to like this video, but the condition of the golf course isn't the point here. The point here is to teach you how to break 90. So I've got my 54-degree sand wedge, which is my normal sand wedge. I carry a 54 and a 58. I can hit this club 100 yards to 104 yards, but I'm at 70 yards. So again, I've got a very easy swing. I'm going to try and land this ball between the front edge of the green and the pin, or the orange cone. The green is sloped back at me, so it should help me stop the ball. And then I'm going to go try and make a par. So my deal here is I'm giving myself a chance to make a par. I'm not giving myself the opportunity to make a double bogey. The worst thing I should do from here is make a bogey. Now, one more thing before I hit the shot. Notice how short I am of that greenside bunker. When I hit that little layup back there for my second shot, I never was going to give myself the chance of, oh man, I can't believe I hit a layup and it bounced in the bunker. There was no chance that ball right there was getting to that bunker. I wanted to be in the fairway. Okay, so here we go. Gonna make sure I just a nice smooth swing, make sure my club hits the ground, and then go from there. Okay, not the greatest wedge I've ever hit in my life, but I'm on the green. Get up there, you'll see I've probably got about a 25-footer for par. Chances are I won't make that, but I'm going to make a bogey for sure. Now, standing here on this divot, I'm getting ready to walk back there and grab sand out of my cart. If you live in the southeast, folks, fill your divots with sand. If you live up in the north, go replace your divot. Down here, we don't want to take that turf and put it back in there. It won't grow. Take care of your golf course. You're becoming a good golfer now. Start taking care of it and acting like a good player. All right, let me go putt. I thought I'd just slip this little shot in here just to show you I wasn't fooling around. Here's my sand bottle. Fill that divot up. What that does, that keeps our fairways nice and smooth. That grass is going to grow right back in there, leaving the golf course in good shape for the people behind me, okay? This is not your course. Everybody else plays it. It's your job to help keep the course in shape. Now let's go putt. Okay, here I am. Hit 3 shots for the harder par 4s on our golf course. I'm on the green, and I've got a putt for a par. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about a goal that I give my students who are really trying to break 90 consistently, and I call it PFP. Your goal for every hole is PFP. You want to have a putt for a par. If you can get to the point where you have a putt for a par, you're not going to make double bogeys. You're not going to make triple bogeys. Having the goal of PFP, putt for a par, makes me make better decisions back there off the tee and for my second shots. It gets my mind focused on this is the part of the game where the scoring occurs. I know you read magazines, all that stuff. They talk about short game, short game, short game. Well, the reason they talk about it is because it's true. It's about your short game. Now, the hole is about 10 inches in front of that orange cone. Let me get on this side. You see the green slopes a little to the left. If you've watched my video on how to break 100, the reality here is I'm about 20 feet away from where my third shot was when I was trying to break 100. So if I hit a better putt than I did on that one when I was trying to break 100. But my goal, make the ball roll the right distance. Get a good read and then focus on distance. Go find my video on about how to control the distance on your putts. Watch that, work on that in your practice. But out here, I'm just trying to roll the ball the right distance. So here we go. Okay? Again, not the greatest putt I've ever hit in my life. But because I rolled it the correct distance, I've got a little 2-footer. I'm a little high above the hole. Again, you can see the greens were aerated, they're bumpy. I've got no control over that golf ball. But I'm gonna make a bogey. Okay? Let's go up here and see if I can tap this. I don't know what happened to the last little clip of me knocking that bogey putt in, but you're gonna have to trust me. I had rolled it up there to about a foot. None of your buddies would have made you putt that putt. They were all gonna kick it back. So I made a bogey on that hole. Let me do a little recap here indoors. We've actually had the bottom drop out outside here in Mobile. Welcome to Mobile, Alabama in the summertime. So what I've got here is I've got a little diagram of the hole that we just played. Let me get over on this side. You'll be able to see a little better, I believe. I want you to really get the concept of what we were doing out there, or what I was doing out there, and the way that you should play. It's taking a more conservative approach off the tee, always choosing a shot that you are comfortable with, taking very little risk, and then, again, learning how to chip and putt very, very well. You know, chipping and putting is the easier part of the game as far as the stroke is controlled. It's very small stroke, so you should be able to get good at that part quickly. My goal for my students all the time is to be able to get up and down, which getting up and down means being able to chip the ball and then one putt about 50% of the time when you're around the green. Now let's put that into context of breaking 90. Let's say that you never hit a green in regulation. Okay, and a green in regulation is being on the green in the regulated amount of, the proper amount of strokes that the hole requires. Par 4, your second shot on the green. Par 3, your first shot on the green. Par 5, your third shot on the green. Let's say you can just get those shots up around the green, and then you have the ability to chip and putt, chip and one putt, or get up and down, 50% of the time. Well, you're going to shoot in the low 80s if you do that, because you're going to make a lot of pars. You're going to avoid the double bogeys and the triple bogeys. So it's a way to break 90. Again, what is our goal? Our goal is to break 90. Our goal is not to see how far we can hit the golf ball. If that's the case, go get in a long drive competition. So here's what I've got right here. I've got a little diagram of the hole that we just played. Was a par 4 that the grand total was 369 yards. Actually, I went back and looked at the videos that I'd done before. My yardages were a little awful, my shots. I didn't hit it as far as I thought I was hitting it, or what I was even thinking I was trying to hit it. So the 200-yard marker is right here. Here's the bend, the curve, the dog leg. Here's the bunker. So my tee shot came up here and hooked and just got a little bit short of the bunker. The reality is I hit that tee shot about 170 yards, maybe 172. It wasn't very far at all. I was using a hybrid, which I could actually, if I made a full swing at that thing, I can make that club go about 220. So I took a very comfortable swing, just knocked one up here. I kept it in play. I was in the left-hand rough. Then I took the club and played very safely over the bunker up into that part of the fairway. Here's the big oak tree that I aimed towards. Here's the bunker in front of the green. Here's the green. Okay, there's my flag. So I've played two very safe, conservative shots. My third shot was just a little, I think it was like a 60-yard, 70-yard wedge. I hit it onto the green, and then I two-putted. Now, that's one of our harder par 4s on this golf course, and I made a bogey very simply, never hitting a shot over 200 yards, not even coming close to hitting a shot 200 yards. This shot being 70 yards, the grand total of the first two shots was 300. So it's 150 yards, 150 yards, 160 yards, 140 yards. That's the range that I was hitting those balls. So you have to look at what is your goal. Your goal is you're trying to break 90. Play golf this way, you will do it very easily. Play golf wild off the tee, where distance is your big issue. You're going to make a lot of bad mistakes. You're going to make the high numbers, and you're going to shoot high scores. As you are learning to score on the golf course and to break 90, you should be also working on the driving range to improve your skills. You should be at the putting and chipping green, improving your skills. As your skills improve, as you get a better golf swing and are able to hit the ball farther, okay, with a longer club, well then on this hole, you may take a 3-wood and you may try and drive your 3-wood out into here, okay? This would be in our next video on how to break 80. Drive it up into here, then you got a little 150-yard shot into the green. Try and knock it on the green, give yourself a chance at a birdie. But if your goal is to break 90, play very safe, conservative off the tee, and then get real good at that short game. I hope this really helps you. I know it will if you commit to this playing golf this way. Look for more of my videos. Go to my YouTube channel, would be great. I've got a great website out there, howtopracticegolfathome.com, which has all of my YouTube videos on it. Those are more instructional as far as mechanics of the swing and how to practice. Use these videos, and I really hope it improves your game. Thanks for watching, and look for more videos.